Whew, finally a lighthearted game to take my stress away. Oh.
In life, there's roadblocks.
Man, who cares about all that sappy stuff? Let's get some kills and have some fun. Oh, come on, that's so unfair. You know what? Hey guys, welcome back to the Rankin series where I'll be ranking things for eternity. I'm your host, Nate.5020, and today we're ranking every single Asylum item because this game is a total piece of Let's start with Stomp. Heads up, this won't be ranked in any particular order. Stomp does 35 damage each hit and can hit multiple people at the same time and will cause others to ragdoll. You can also steer it, but the aim is kind of finicky. It's excellent since it breaks the laws of physics and just goes over gaps. Okay then. In zombie survival, it's okay, but you need others for it to really be useful and helpful at all, and just never use it in boss fights. You would have no purpose unless if you have all F tier weapons. I would say Stomp goes in A tier. It's not broken, and if you know how to use it, then you can do a lot of damage with it, but it's not something you can just easily pull out and get multiple kills with.
Let it out!
Bomb is a one-hit kill wonder, not only killing you, but everyone else around in the area, making for easy kills at the cost of your life. Can be annoying, but not broken, so I give it an S tier. The AirPod Shotty is a broken mess. At first, it's the standard shotgun, kills up close, spread shots, 2 rounds with the addition of launching yourself back and forth. But when you reach a certain amount of kills though, it upgrades into the AirPod AA12. This now gives you 8 rapid fire rounds with longer distance and slightly better accuracy. Heck, you can even fly for all I care. Who cares about physics? It's an easy 20 kill streak, with the only thing you have to worry about is someone having death note or being ganged up on by 20 members of the opposite team. S tier, it's a broken mess that needs its upgrade nerfed. Skeleton juice, the juice I wish my father would drink so he would stop beating me. You can drink it 3 times and it increases your speed each time by 2 permanently. That doesn't seem like much, but it allows me to cut into his potion and kill you.
Michael, don't leave me here. Michael.
The healing part isn't great, but the speed can affect how good a weapon is. Solid miscellaneous item going in A tier. Stick Horse is an excellent way to escape any potential threat at Mach speed. When equipped, you can outrun anyone and even match train's pace. This gives you plenty of time to heal, though learn how to steer. It can also close the gaps between you and others, allowing you to choose your targets. A tier, though it's helpful, no underskill player will use it effectively.
We call this resisting arrest. We call this a difficulty tweak.
Hook Kick is like Stick Horse, but does damage, giving you a major boost in speed to run away from threats, but allowing you to do 45 if not in the air, damage to multiple people. Most kills will come from you knocking people off the map, but there's still a decently fair chance you're gonna kill someone with the ability itself. It can be cancelled if you're hit with something, but with your speed and jump, you should be fine. You should be able to kill at least one person each time with this ability. S tier weapon. Michael P not only kills you in-game, but IRL too. Help! No one likes a kid screaming into their microphone, even if people used to think loud equal funny. It consistently does damage to everyone in the area as long as you have it equipped. This paired with anything fast will make you a threat to everyone, especially if you're in a small closed area. Then congratulations, you just made yourself the center of attention like you've always wanted it to be. It's just a giant kill steal farm, to be real. Definitely another S tier for this one. Realistic MP5 is their first lousy weapon of the day. Yeah, it can do damage, but that if it doesn't get jam all the time, heaven's sake. Our first C tier weapon. Bananas, they heal you and give you an extra 50 HP. That's it. S tier, they're good for extra health, I guess. Comedic banana peel is just for the funnies. You place it down and watch the non-tryhard people sip on it for fun. Since it can technically still help you though, but poorly, it's our first F tier sadly. President's Key came out while I was making this video. It's like they knew I was doing a video on this game and they're like, let's update it and nerf a bunch of stuff and add a bunch of weapons. So that's a lot of fun. It's a get out of jail free card, teleporting you to a safe room to heal with others sometimes. It's a nice surprise tool as well, as the chaos of item Asylum lets people forget where you last left off, as it teleports you back to your last location you were. It's a B tier though, cause it's nothing grand, but it's okay. Sunshine in a bag makes you very fast when eating, and it's permanent as well. It's not as fast as hook kick or
There we go.
or stick horse, but it still lets you outrun pretty much every other opponent, making any weapon that you have better than it already was by at least 50%. Another yummy S tier. Candid slab is broken all to hell. The knockback is insane, so good luck beating someone on a map that has cliffs and edges you can fall off of. Not to mention that the recharge just makes this even more broken. By the time you get up after you get slapped, you have 2 seconds to respawn before getting smacked again. Doing 24 damage with whatever else you have makes it fun to have, but not fun to go up against. S+, nerf the cooldown. Death Note is another insta-kill weapon where if you can click on someone, you'll get a kill. It only kills one person with one use, and only really eliminates people with high streaks crushing their dreams. S tier. Holy hand grenade sucks. Yes, if you do hit someone with it, you'll kill them, but that's not gonna happen. You can easily dodge it even by mistake, and the recharge on it is garbage. F tier. Cinder Block sucks. Sure, it does 65 damage, but you're not hitting anyone with it. It sticks around and people can trip on it, but we all know that's not gonna happen. The recharge is also annoying because you're already gonna miss someone, now you gotta wait a couple seconds to miss again. If the accuracy was improved, this could actually be a decent weapon. F tier. It's brick, but even worse. Small Pebble's okay. Again, it's just brick, but worse. 25 damage, but I think it stuns for longer, and it's like Cinder Block. You can't hit for crap. E tier. You can at least hit people with it sometimes. Ball. Hey, I did say I would rank everything, and zombies have weapons they can use, their items technically. Anyway, it's a basic attack with decent range and okay damage. It's the definition of average in this game, so it's going in B tier. Tag I wish did nothing but just make you look better, but it just inconvenienced you. If you had a gun, then bye-bye to any type of aim whatsoever. I mean, maybe you won't get headshot as much, but you're not gonna worry about that. It's an F tier thing. Milk is a phenomenal weapon that does great knockback, 30 damage on exploding, and an aerial effect while doing a total of 50 damage with burns. It's a great weapon that its cooldown makes it still somewhat balanced enough to not get S+, so it's gonna go in S tier. Mine is broken and not in a good way. You can't trip over it, nor will anyone else trip over it. It's physically broken. It isn't even good at all because it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. F tier. Taser is a nice stun weapon. If you hit someone, you deal 45 damage and stun them for 3 seconds. This gives you plenty of time to catch up to them, finish them off, or reload and hit them again. I would say it's an A tier. Hello everyone, this is Nate in the future here. As you can tell by the sun stopping the video, this is as far as I got before I decided to give up on the project. I stopped working on it and thought I would get back to it, but never did, and eventually canceled the project after I realized it got updated 3 times. And a lot of the things I said previously now are completely invalid, which makes it so that all that work doesn't matter. And because I was putting a lot of effort into it and I was really sad at seeing everything was gone, I lost all motivation to continue the project. I'm sorry that this had to happen because I was really hopeful for this video, and as you can see, there was a lot going for it. But there was 3 main obstacles. 1, my computer cannot handle a lot of storage, so I had to really be choosy with how I would get my footage, and since I wanted to make it my own footage. A lot of people may ask me why I don't play the games myself, and it's because I don't have the best to record on. Look, I'm no Mr. Beast out here. I'm not going, today I want everyone to survive in this large room. No, I can't do that. Number 2 is after the main first 2 updates to the game, I continued to try and chip away at the project, but I kept just getting in the way, and things that I were making progress on I had to delete because they were no longer valid, which made me lose any motivation. Number 3, I decided to take on a bunch of other projects. For people who don't know, I have ADHD. I am a neurodivergent kid at heart, and I think that's kind of obvious because most of the YouTubers are neurodivergent at this point. Especially those entertaining ones who can't shut up and will cover the most nichest topics for no reason other than they can cover a really niche topic. So after everything, I'm going to be canceling this project for the meantime. Sorry to Whooper fan who said he was going to help and did record his segment on the ruler, but I can no longer continue this for any reasons stated beforehand, and all the projects I wanted to work on now. I was also ranking all the bosses at the time, so I have some footage of that which I'm going to showcase now. If you want to see a proper ranking of all the weapons, there's a guy called Chaotix who is a bigger Item Asylum fan than probably I am, who has ranked every boss and every weapon. It's only in a tier list format, but I think it's still a great thing to check out as he does make pretty entertaining content, and they'll both be linked in the description below. Here's the remaining footage of me ranking all the bosses. Bosses are a great addition to the Item Asylum game mode lineup. No matter how hard you try, you'll be dragged into one of them at some point playing Item Asylum. But which is the strongest? Today I will be reviewing all 9 bosses, not counting the ones removed, like the JoJo one I've only played twice and Santa. In addition, I will also be adding the Juggernaut mode, as players given the Juggernaut role are pretty much bosses on their own. If you disagree with it being on the boss list, you can take it off and it won't change the list too much, but I think it's a good addition to add on this. Before we get started, remember this is all my opinion. Please be respectful to mine and others' views. I'm your host Nitdog5020, where I will be ranking things for eternity. And enjoy the video. In last place comes Ouija. Ouija is by far the easiest boss to beat with a group or even solo in him. With no direct target attacks from the main boss himself, besides maybe his NPC goons, you'll be able to beat him as long as you have a decent ranged weapon. And to beat him with no issues at all, just get something that speeds you up. You'll outrun everything he has to offer. The only real challenge he offers is at a certain point when he gets to his phase 2, he'll drain your HP to 1. But this can be overcome by heals or just, again, being faster that you can't be hit by anything to kill you. He's a boss I have never lost to, never have, never seen anyone lost to, and don't think anyone will for a long time. Matter is another boss that doesn't really have any target attacks per se. It can be annoying if it knocks you off a cliff with one of those little range area attacks, or when it goes into its little protection phase. Stop hitting it with so much knockback and let other people hit it. It's another boss that you would only have a little bit of an issue soloing with its knockback, and if it goes into its fire state, definitely affecting your life counter. But this is another boss I still have yet to lose to. The skeleton is an interesting boss. Anyone can beat him with a bit of dodging skills, as he gives you plenty of time to get out of the way. What makes him interesting is how he can be on any map. Though most maps will allow you to kill him quickly, there's some maps that actually make it impossible, as he's hidden most of the time off screen, not allowing you to hit him. He also has an insta-kill headshot weapon, which does add some spice to it, but when you reach his second phase, that pretty much means his fate's been sealed. Though he does get a little faster and covers more area, again, if you make it to this point, then you're probably fine. What makes him easy is the fact he stands still a lot, creating an easy target for all of my bullets. Sage is the OG boss everyone knows and loves. He's much harder to solo than other bosses due to his targeted attacks because that's all he has. But from now on, pretty much every other boss has only targeted attacks. His attacks are pretty weak though, and most can be survived, if not all. Not to mention, in a group environment, this guy gets dogpiled on. This is another case where I've never seen or even been close to losing to Sage. I've seen more people with 6 lives at the end of this boss fight than I've actually fought him. Hard to solo, but you won't even sweat it in a group of players. Again, I'm sorry for this project being cancelled, but hey, if you guys want it back, the only thing I'm struggling with is gameplay footage. If you guys are able to help me out with that, then this could possibly get revived, especially if we're able to work on it in a timely fashion. I think this would be good to get a lot of creators together to make a very fun project that we could all upload separately on our channels. So if you guys ever want to do that, I'm planning on getting maybe a group together in the future to remake this project. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to leave a like and check out my last video where I rank all the Dave and Bambi franchise.